Alright, now that we've seen the overall 5 Ws and 1 H framework and the UX process, in the next few sections we're going to dive deep into each part. And we'll start with the most important one, understanding and defining the problem. When you're in a whiteboard challenge, this is your foundation. It's the part where you show that you can slow down, think critically, and define the problem clearly before rushing to design anything. Remember, clarity beats creativity when it comes to interviews. Start by identifying who you're designing for. Who's actually facing this issue? What's going on in their world? What are they frustrated about? Let's take an example. Imagine the prompt is, design a better experience for parents managing school communications. Your who might include busy working parents juggling multiple apps, email, WhatsApp, school portal, teachers trying to send updates efficiently, school admins managing hundreds of parents. Now, in your whiteboard, you could sketch a quick persona card. Ashmit, 38, marketing professional, has 2 kids in different grades. His frustration is because he often misses school updates as the messages come through multiple channels. That tiny sketch instantly humanizes your solution. It tells the interviewer, you think like a designer who empathizes first, not designs first. Next comes the what. What exactly is going wrong? What task are they struggling to complete? Continuing the same example, Ashmit's what would be, he spends more time searching for school updates than engaging with his kids about them. Simple, right? You've just reframed a vague prompt into a human problem statement. Now, also think, what assumptions are you making? For instance, you might assume that all parents use smartphones or that schools can easily integrate with a single system. Mentioning assumptions shows maturity. It tells the interviewer that you don't take context for granted, you think critically. Write your what as a single, crisp statement. Something like, parents need a unified way to manage school updates without switching between platforms. That's your anchor for everything you'll design next? Now let's dig deeper. Why does this even matter? Why is this problem worth solving? And for whom? Think about it from both lenses. For the user, it's about reducing stress, saving time, and feeling in control. For the business, it's about engagement, trust, and retention. If parents stay more informed, schools build stronger communities, and that directly supports student success. This step transforms your reasoning from tactical to strategic. Instead of saying, I'm designing a better UI, you're saying, I'm helping parents stay emotionally connected to their children's education. That's impact thinking, and interviewers love it. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're sketching, use color coding. For example, blue for user insights, orange for business goals. This helps you separate layers of thinking visually. It also shows that you understand how to connect user value and business value, something even mid-level designers often miss. So remember, this phase is not about showing your sketching skills. It's about showing your strategic thinking, your ability to understand who the problem is for, what exactly needs fixing, and why it matters in the bigger picture. When you do this well, interviewers immediately think, this person doesn't just design screens, they design clarity. Thanks for watching. More coming in the next video.